I'm Brad DeRoche, and welcome to my course on sight reading. This is lesson number 7. All right, glad you're hanging with me. And if you have so far and you've gotten through all the materials, you should know the notes on the fingerboard pretty well by now, the letter names. All right, so you should be able to go to any string in any register and find the notes pretty quickly and say the letter name on any fret. All right, but let's take this lesson and the next one to give you a couple of new techniques or other ways to make sure that you really know the notes on the fingerboard. Today's lesson, we're going to look at all 4 registers, all in succession on a single string. As we have done before with combining a couple of them, today is going to be all 4 registers. So you know the drill. I'm going to refer to this sheet. This is the one I'm following. And so in today's lesson, what we're going to do is we're going to take all of the notes on one string and play them in succession, ascending and then descending. So all the notes on one string, ascending and descending. We'll go through all 6 strings, starting with the lowest, the 6th string. So here we are. And this one, we have E open, F first, G third. That's our low register. Then we'll move up to the middle register, and we have A 5th, B 7th, C 8th. Then we'll move up to the next register, the high register, where we have D 10, E 12, F 13. Then we'll go to the very high register, G 15 and A 17. Then we'll do them in descending fashion, A 17, G 15, then move down to the next register, F 13, E 12, D 10, move to the next register, C 8, B 7, A 5, and the next lowest register, G 3, F 1, and E open. All right, so be able to do these all in a row, and once again, hopefully by now you won't really need to say the fret numbers anymore when you're doing these, but do say them out loud. So when you're at home, your practice should sound something like this. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, and then go backward. A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E. Okay, so you're going through ascending and descending. Then we move on to the next string. So now we're up to the 5th string. So let's do the same process, same pattern on the 5th string. So we'll start with the open string, A, B, C. Then, I should say the fret names as we go along, fret numbers. A open, B2, C3. Then let's move up to the next register, D5, E7, F8. The next register, only 2 notes, G10, A12, then the next register, B14, C15, and D17. Then let's go backward, D17, I don't know if you can see that, C15, B14, next register, A12, G10, next register, F8, E7, D5, next register, C3, B2, A open. Let's move on. 4th string, low register, D open, E2, F3. Then we'll move up to the next register where we have only 2 notes, G5 and A7, followed by the next register, which is E9, F10, G12, and then the very high register on the 4th string, we have E14, F15, and G17. And then let's go backward. G17, F15, E14, next register, D12, C10, B9, next register, just 2 notes, A7, G5, and then the low register, F3, E2, D open. All right, 3rd string, G open, A second. Next register, 4th fret, B4, C5, D7. Next register, E9, F10, G12. Next register, A14, B15, C17. I said B15, B16. I played the right note, but I said the wrong number. So let me back up. This is the very high register. A14, B16, and C17. C17, B16, A14, then moving down, G12, F10, E9, next register, D7, C5, B4, and low register, A2, G open. Okay, second string, B open, C first, D third, next register, E5, F6, G8, next register, A10, B12, and C13, and then the very high register, D15, E17, F18, then backward, F18, E17, D15, next register, C13, B12, A10, next register, G8, F6, E5, low register, D3, C1, and B open. First string, E open, F first, G third, middle register, A5, B7, and C8, high register, D10, E12, F13, very high register, G15, A17, B19, backward, B19, A17, G15, high register, F13, E12, D10, middle register, C8, B7, A5, low register, G3, F1, E open. Okay, so it was a lot to do today just to go through all four registers on each string. So let's say that's our lesson for the day, just to be able to go ascending and descending on each string. And in our next lesson on the letter names on the strings, I'll show you a couple of new patterns that you can use to help you to really embed these notes in your mind. Okay, so I'll see you in the next lesson. Cheers.